Hey, what's up y'all? Welcome back to the channel. I'm going to talk about ticker symbol AITX, OTC traded stocks trading at 5 cents as you can see on my screen. Artificial Intelligence Tech Solutions Inc. ticker symbol AITX. The stock is trading at 5 cents as you can see. It is up 3.43% in today's trading session. The day range is 4 cents 49 as you can see, a little below 5 cents and 52. For 1 year range is 1/10 of a penny and 29 cents. This is looking pretty interesting and I want to share with you what exactly has been happening with AITX. There is a pretty good news about AITX that I'm going to cover in this video, that they got a major US airport authority contracts with RAD for 6 units, which is super interesting. In general, the company is a pretty small company with the market cap of $183 million. Is the market cap, and if you take a look at the revenue, it's pretty small at the moment, $560,000 in revenue. They have the negative cash income of $35.9 million in May, at the end of May 2021. In February, their income was negative $2.26 million with the revenue of $101,000, and this is pretty consistent across the board for last few quarters. Now, why this is super important and why this is super interesting looking stock to me is because of a few reasons. One of the thing is we saw the stock in 52-week range. It was 1/10 of a penny, 0.001, but it did go all the way to 29 cents earlier this year. Now, if you take a look at the 5-day chart, the stock looks up 20.73%. For 1 month, the stock is down 17.5%. For 6 months, the stock is down 64%. And for year to date, the stock is up 65%. But for 1 year, the stock is up almost 400%. That means $100 investment becomes $400 investment. It's 4x. So now let's take a look what's going on with the company. First of all, I wanted to share is RAD's innovative autonomous remote services solutions and approach will show substantial savings for their clients on their security budget. They have been featured on CBS News, ABC, NBC, Fox, USA Today. And where you can find these RAD solutions are at auto dealership, transit authorities, construction sites, facility lobbies, into any offices, into vehicle access areas, and also distribution and logistics. And these are the range of the products that they offer. One of this product is ROSA 180 that I wanted to keep an eye out, at least at the moment. And why this is super important, because it's a responsive observation security agent with 180-degree field of view. And this is one of the product that has been sold to this major US airport authority that contracts with RAD for 6 units. Now, this is super interesting because this is one of the revenue area for the company that if it works out well for this major US airport authority, it may exponentially increase their market share because many more airport authorities will start acquiring the product and start installing the product. Now, this product is pretty super simple. It takes very minimal efforts and quick installation time that I'll go over real quick. Now, let's take a look at what this article talks about. Artificial Intelligence Solution AITX is a global leader in AI-driven security productivity solution for the enterprise clients. They announced that wholly owned subsidiary RAD, Robotic Assistant Devices Inc. has received a 6-unit order from a direct client. Although it's not disclosed, the end user for this ROSA 180 unit that they ordered 6 ROSA unit is a major US airport authority that owns and operates more than 1 airport. So think about it. If they order 6 units at the moment, if they operate more than 1 airport, and if it works out super good for this airport authority, maybe this is a pilot. We don't really know a lot more information right at the moment, and I'll keep you posted. But if this works out, that means they're exponentially growing and getting more and more orders. Now, why this is super important is we're going to deliver the great value to this highly visible client. This order from the major airport authority is very exciting for us, said their CEO of RAD. According to the Aerowave, top 10 US airport accommodates over 350 million passengers annually. The success of this deployment will likely to blow open the doors for the similar opportunity at the airports around the globe, and also for the same client that they're serving right at the moment. That's why this is super important. Think about the stock price right now, the way it has been trading for 5 days. Yes, there was the news that just came out on before a couple of days, quite honestly, on Friday night. Now, what this means is ROSA 180, Responsive Observation Security Agent 180, is a compact, self-contained security and communication solution that can be deployed in 15 minutes. Now, this is the key. This does not really require huge effort. It's more of a plug and play game that you can just put it up and running. Like any other RAD solutions, it only requires power as it includes all the necessary communication hardwares. So all bells and whistles are included within that small product that I just showed you on their website. Now, ROSA 180's AI-driven security analytics include human and vehicle detection, license plate recognition, responsive digital signage and audio messaging, and complete integration with the RAD software suite notification and response library. Now, the key here you want to think about whenever there is an enhancement or the feature update for the system, all they need to do is update their software, because hardware is already inbuilt. So they may be able to do pretty smoothly, seamlessly, without anyone even noticing. Now, this response library for two-way communication is optimized for cellular, including live video from ROSA 180's dual high-resolution, full-cover, always-on cameras. The airport authority is expected to deploy this 6 units of ROSA 180 to perform enhanced detection and trespassers and other unauthorized intruders to the parking garage and the other secure areas. And it is very important. It is very rewarding to see how these major organizations are embracing the RAD solution as the SIG enhanced security profile, and while at the same time they're reducing their cost. Now let's go back. This is a tech company once again. It is dealing with all the technology and security challenges, and it is trying to identify new and better areas. They're working on the subscription model. Whenever you have a model that is a subscription model, that means you're spending more money into the advancement, into the product building, into the software building, into the hardware building, acquiring the customers, and all of the above, and you tend to spend more money. And that's what we are seeing right now in terms of the net income. Now, one of the things that you want, so all the pros that I just discussed with you. Now, the pro is technology company. It's a 15-minute installation. They have lots and lots of areas of opportunities in terms of the businesses that they can acquire. They have auto dealership, they have transit authorities, so on and so forth. One of the things that I want you to also see right here is right now what they're saying is they have received the order for 12 units. So this 6 unit is just right here. On the top of that, 11 days back, they announced that RAD, which is Robotics Assistant Device, received order for 12 additional units, and so on and so forth. So the company has been growing. Now the stock went all the way, as I just mentioned, from 29 cents. Right now it is trading at almost 5 cents, which is where they have a lot of support. And I'll talk about that. But before that, I just wanted to also mention that company's 10K that I was able to find on the sec.report/ticker/AITX for the ticker symbol AITX. That was filed, by the way. I just wanted to share real quick with you. The 10K was filed on this year, 4th of April 2021. And what this talks about is in the interim, in the near term, the management plans to raise additional $15 million to $50 million before the end of the fiscal year. The management is committed to raise their non-dilutive fund and the minimally dilutive funds. There is no assurance that these funds will be able to raise, nor can we provide assurance that this is a possible raise may not have dilutive effect. That means there might be some stock dilution. But there is a video on their website that you can take a look as well. If you go to their website and if you go to their news info, and underneath of their informative and application video and press releases, you should be able to find that their CEO talks about some of this stock dilution stuff. What they're trying to say is if they dilute the stock for 12%, and if the company has growth of 3 times or 300 or 250%, which is 2.5 times, the stock dilution will have very minimal impact. And I tend to agree with the situation that if you have the funds for the company and if you fuel the development, and that's how that could be for many times for major companies, that they will need to keep funding their product development, their sales channels, so on and so forth. You will have to spend more money upfront, and then you will start getting the rewards as you go forward. And if you move forward with the strong sales channels and strong sales in general for revenue, you will start making a lot more money. We have seen this similar situation, and by no means they're related, but I just want to say for Palantir Technologies, for NNDM, for BNGO, for many other stocks that we saw, that there were Pennystocks literally below $1 level, and they spiked all the way up to $5, $7, $10, $14, $15, and it's a 10 times return on the investment just in a few months. So that's what I'm trying to share by saying this. Now, this company's project for next fiscal year, revenue will be between 5 to 15 times greater than this fiscal year's revenue. So that means the company is pretty confident that they'll have a pretty good amount of revenue for the upcoming quarters and for upcoming year. This projection is based on the following factor, as the company notes right here. There is an anticipated significant increase in the order executed or expected to be received after the fiscal year, expected significant improvement, so on and so forth. But what you want to look into is just right here. The stock is trading at, let's say, 5 cents, and the volume is 17 million, 24 million, 23 million. So the volume is decreasing and the stock price also decreased. While one of the con is there might be some stock dilution, but as I mentioned, that in the long term, it may benefit the stockholders and the company itself. But what we see right here is they used to have a pretty huge volume, about 100 million, 136 million, 138 million, 184 million, so on and so forth. Once again, this is an OTC traded stock. If you take a look back in the days in January, the stock was trading at 3 cents, and then it went all the way to 11 cents just in no time, within a week or so. At that time, I looked into this the stock, and it went to 27 cents, as you can see just right, or 28 cents, almost 29 cents on February 10th. And since then, the stock has been trending down. There could be a pretty good potential that if the stock or the company comes up with the revenue numbers that we just talked about, there's a massive potential that the stock can rise back up. Now, one thing that you want to note is right here is for one day, the RSI looks pretty good, not an oversold condition. The RSI of 56 is a pretty good RSI in my opinion. The MACD is something that I like to see. As you can see, the blue is above the orange. Orange is the signal, blue is the MACD. For the most time we are seeing, take a look right here. The MACD is above. The MACD is above. Once again, it goes below, but it quickly jumps back above the signal, which is a great sign in my opinion. If you take a look at the 5-day chart, I just wanted to share that 5 cents or 4 cents or 49 is a pretty strong support that the stock has. Right here, it went to 0.045, went back up all the way to 570, got back down once again, 478, got back up, once again goes to 456, goes back up, so on and so forth. If you take a look at for 1 month, this stock did not really go below. As soon as it goes to 0.045, spikes back up. For 3 months, let's take a look once again. For 3 months, this stock looks pretty standard the way I was just explaining the price point. So it does not really go below 4.5 cents. And that's a strong support. That works as a pretty strong support for this particular stock. So I just wanted to share that information with you, that once it goes to 4 or 5 cents, it spikes back up to almost 10 cents. And it did a couple, or 9 cents. It did a couple of times in the past. So it's 2 times total price point from where the stock it is right now. So it's 100% return on your investment. However, this is a penny stock, pretty risky. So do your due diligence, analysis, research before you buy or sell any stock that we talk on this channel. I'm not a financial advisor. Like, share, and subscribe. You can join my Patreon group as well. We talk about a lot of stocks. The link is in the description below. Let me know if you find this information helpful in the comment section below. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks all for watching.